Good morning from the campus of Ohio State. I am Tom Orr. This is Kirk Barton. He's with Buckeye Scoop. I am too. Hey, it says so on my shirt right there. We are here for another. It says so on his shirt. It says so on his hat that he's not wearing. It says so on the flag that's hanging from the side of his truck. He is the most subtle man in America. He is Kirk Barton. We are here for another day of Ohio State football camp. There are a bunch of big visitors here today. I'm going to be bringing in Bill Green and Mark Givler in just a minute. Bill just looked up like, that's not my name. They'll be coming in just a minute. But first I want to talk to Kirk. Kirk was here yesterday when Ohio State landed a commitment from Caleb Brown, 4-star wide receiver. You got to talk to Caleb a little bit yesterday. Just kind of, he came over and said hi. What were your impressions of Caleb?
Really good looking kid. I saw him, and obviously he's with the crew, Pantoni and Brian Hartline, and they really they were all over him. So I knew the kid had to be something else if they've got the whole posse with him. And Mom looked happy, he looked happy. He's a good looking kid. Like, he's a strapped up looking dude. And I was like, well, he's got to be receivers with Hartline, but he's really I'm excited about him. Watched some of his highlight tapes. I was like, yeah, this kid's going to be legit. And if he's coming to this wide receiver room, he's got to be competitive because we've got a pretty deep room right now. So he's not scared of competition. I'm excited to see him, though.
Yeah, that is a loaded wide receiver room. They've already got a couple commits for 2022. He's now the third. So it's like, okay, they can, once you get two, they're not desperate to bring a kid in. Mm-hmm. That has to be something you really like. And, to take the commitment. And he was someone who, for quite a while, everyone sort of thought, like, Michigan. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, recently, it started changing to Ohio State. Did he give it, I don't know how much you got to talk to him, did he give you any kind of indication, like, here's what I really liked about it?
Super brief. He just was kind of walking through and said, what's up? But, I think that Brian Hartline really has to think about the backfill with people potentially leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be realistic about it. Losing Jameson Williams to Alabama, he's not going to be the last guy to leave that room because there's so many talented young kids coming in. So I think they just got to keep taking it, take three and assume that one's probably going to leave and just keep that room stocked the way it is.
Yeah, as far as problems go, we have too many good players at this position is not the worst problem to have. Ryan Day may be running into that in the quarterback room at some point fairly soon. Mm-hmm. You may have that at the defensive end. As far as problems go, that's not a terrible one. Anything else exciting from yesterday? Anything you're particularly looking forward to seeing today?
No, I'm just excited to see these guys compete, watch the line drills. We're going to have a lot of great film today, which we're all excited about. And just the analysis part. It's fun to watch these kids get evaluated by the coaches and see who really kind of strikes a tone with them, especially some of the unknown guys that just pop into camp mm-hmm. and they have good days. Yeah, and we'll be back at lunchtime. I'm going to bring in Bill and Mark in just a second. Kirk will be back probably around lunchtime because we get to watch Lyman this morning. So this is like Kirk's time to shine. Tell us what we're all looking at. So really appreciate that. So Kirk, you can take 3 steps that way, and Bill and Mark can come in now, and we'll talk a little bit about today's camp. A couple big name visitors today. One of them, 5-star Trayon Webb, athlete out of Jacksonville, Florida. Are we expecting him to work out today, or is he just kind of just kind of visiting? Do we have an expectation for what he's going to be doing and what you're looking forward to seeing out of him?
He told me he's going to work out probably this afternoon. He's not going to do like the individual off to the side. I think he's going to do the afternoon session, which is the offensive skill guys. So he's going to get a good workout in with Tony Alford. He's super versatile. I'll be curious to see if they even flip him over and let Kerry Combs take a look at him because some schools, not Ohio State at this point, but some schools are recruiting him to play safety. So, I think he's going to work out at the running backs with Alford for the day, but it will be interesting to see if at any point he lines up and gets a look from Combs. I think they got a shot early on. He really likes Tony Alford and, was committed to Georgia back in the winter, opened that up. Georgia is still involved, Stanford, a bunch of other schools. It's a national battle, but this is a good start to get him up on campus.
Mm-hmm. Bill, who's someone that you're looking forward to seeing today?
Yeah, I want to watch the linemen today with Kirk. I think, he and I together, I'm looking forward to working with Kirk, but I want to see Josh Padilla. He's supposed to be here today. He's supposed to work out. He's one of the 2023 in-state guys that has an offer, with Styles and Connor Vernon, Luke Montgomery, but Josh Padilla is the guy that I have on commitment watch. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but I think he could be the first 2023 in-state guy to commit, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him today. Another guy that's on the list, we'll see if he shows, we'll see if he works out, is Hero Canoe, the defensive tackle that's blowing up across the country right now, and Mark did a great piece the other day on D tackle recruiting, and I sure don't have it figured out right now. And I don't know that Larry Johnson does either. They offered Kenneth Grant last week. Kristen Miller came here and worked out. Now, hopefully, we're going to get Hero Canoe today. So, I think they're probably going to take 3 D tackles. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's probably how it'll end up going. I think, 2 D ends for sure, 2 D tackles
And then
for
a swing
sure,
guy.
and then a 5th guy,
Yeah.
best available, which
Yeah.
will probably, given what the board looks like, probably be either a flex guy or a
Yeah.
3rd defensive tackle.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how it's going to finish up.
These tackles, are they 3-tech guys? Are they nose guys? Is it just kind of like to see how their bodies grow?
I think they're going to want a 1 tech, and then I think probably if they take 3, I would imagine 2 of them are going to be 3 techs. They've got way more 3 tech
Yes.
guys right now.
Yes.
Chris McClellan out of Oklahoma is a guy who I think can play the 1 for them,
Mm-hmm.
so that'll be interesting. And then obviously Kenneth Grant, that you just mentioned, he would be a 1.
He's a nose
There's no
for
mystery
sure.
there.
And it's just
So-
a question of, are they going to take him? Because my feeling was when Kenneth Grant got the offer, he should have threw his hand up and off and not even waited for and he didn't. So that tells me that one's probably conditional, or I think he'd have grabbed it on the spot. And then Kristen Miller, what do they do with Kristen? Is he an absolute take right now?
I think they would take him.
Yeah,
but
I hope they do.
think
I
they
liked
would,
him.
But the good news for them is they get him back later this
Yes,
month on the official.
yeah.
So they can they got a couple weeks
Yep,
to sort
yep.
through whatever happens back here the next few days and figure that out. But I think they would. I think USC is actually
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
big
and
contender there.
He's a
And
USC
he's
kind
an
of
LA
kid.
guy. Yeah, he
No
feels like an
doubt.
LA guy.
No
so,
doubt.
that's going to be something to watch. I don't think it's just as simple as Georgia. I think USC,
I don't think he's going to Georgia.
I don't think he is either. I
No,
think it's
I
it's
think
gonna be
that
Ohio State or
one's
USC.
kind of ruled out. Yeah.
Another interesting piece of news last night, Gabe Harris, another guy we saw last week.
Yeah.
He commits from Florida State. 17 minutes later, he has an offer from Ohio State. It was like, I talked to Alex Gleitman about this on the morning show today. It was like, I wonder if these two things might have been related in some
Yeah.
way. How likely is it to you that Gabe Harris, obviously he came up, committed to Florida State, trying to earn an Ohio State offer, did that.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
think that probably means Ohio State's in decent position as soon as they're willing to take that
well,
guess.
this is a Florida kid. He was here with Willie Lyles. He's not committing tomorrow. Well, he might commit tomorrow. He might commit 4 or 5 more times. This is going to get interesting in the fall of 2023, okay, or 2022. Fall of 2022. About a year from now, year and a half from now, it's going to get really good. Now, along the way, it's going to be a lot of fun. May not mean much. I could see a commitment to Ohio State. I could see a decommitment, commitment to Bama, decommitment, maybe commit to Georgia, maybe flip back to Florida State. And then we're going to find out about 6 weeks before signing day where he's really going to go. So it's going to be for guys that love recruiting like us. We love Gabe Harris. We can't get enough of that type of recruiting. So it's going to be a fun one. So buckle the seatbelt and watch the ride.
You wonder how Mark Pantoni's hair is not the same color as yours when you go through recruitments like
Yeah,
that over and
yeah.
over and over and over
we had
again.
kind of reported that last week in our camp thread that he has an offer, but he has to validate the offer. You know what I mean? He has to. He has an offer if he does what he's supposed to do. Yesterday he did what he was supposed to do, and he has the offer. So this is going to be a ride. I want to follow this one personally because I love this kind of stuff. So he's my guy.
We had another interesting nugget last night on the board from Nevada about a player out of Missouri who's coming in at defensive end today. Which one of you guys want to lay out who that is? And
Yeah, Bradley. He speed rusher off the edge, which I think they need. That pure speed guy that beep beep gone over the top, and so look forward to seeing him today. He's a little light, but I never worry about that. Putting weight on him is easy. You can't make slow guys fast, but you can make thin guys big. So look at Barton. So we've proven that. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him work out too, just to see if that speed off the edge is legit. We saw it last week with Gabe Harris. We posted video of him running around everybody, going inside everybody. They didn't lay a glove on him. He threw a shutout here last week. So we want to see if this kid does the same thing. 2023 kid, and looking forward to seeing him work out.
any other big things you're looking for today in terms of players, positions, commitment? You mentioned Padilla as like a potential first guy, maybe whether it's today or a week or a month or 6 months.
He's got my attention, and we'll see how it rolls. But I have him on commitment watch. Not exactly like Caleb Brown, where we had that 24 to 48 hours. I don't have that, but I'm watching.
Yeah.
Got some board questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wanna
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
let's do some more
Um,
questions.
Who are you guys most looking forward to seeing live this month?
This month?
Yeah, this month.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's all of them. I don't know. I don't know.
You want me to? I'll tell.
I go hour by hour in
Yeah.
this stuff. I can tell you who I'm looking forward to see by noon today. You know, it'd be Hero Canoe and Josh Padilla. After that, man, I'm just trying to get to noon. I'm gonna get to lunch and then we'll worry about it
I want to see if Richard Young works out tomorrow.
tomorrow. And then Shamar Stewart is tomorrow.
And then Shamar Stewart.
Hopefully.
If either of those guys work out, that's gonna be that's gonna be a show. And it's not
Yes.
it's not working out to earn the offer. It's working out just to to show they're the
Yeah.
top dog. I mean
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting to me. And I'll throw out a write-in. I am going to see Quinn Ewers at Elite 11 at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
Name
I know
dropper.
it's not here. Yeah,
Name dropper.
I know it's not here, but it's that's going to be a good show as well.
Yes.
So.
Who's
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
I think the name sounds familiar.
young guy out of Texas, getting some good reviews.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, good to
okay.
keep us posted on him.
This is a good segue. Although he's not camping today, do you think Landon Sampson has a good shot at an offer still, even with Caleb Brown officially in the class now?
No.
Also, is this a type of thing where if OSU offers, they know they're getting him? Landon Sampson is Quinn Ewers' teammate at South Lake Carroll. Kind of a fast rising guy right now.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can take him. They've got 3 committed now. Still chasing Kojo Antwi. C.J. Williams still in the picture. I mean, kid's a nice player. Does he help you beat Alabama or Clemson? Probably not. Does he make Quinn Ewers happy? Yeah, but you can't take buddies. This is Ohio State. So my feeling is no. He's a nice player. He's if he wants to walk on, try to earn an offer. You want a gray shirt, blue shirt, purple shirt, whatever. Love to have you. But to throw one of your 85 scholarships in that room, I would say no. But we've been surprised before.
That said, I do think they're going to probably end up having to take a fourth.
Yeah, but
So
if you can
maybe
get Kojo Antwi or
no
C.J.
question.
Williams,
I don't think there's any reason to do anything today,
No,
this month.
no.
Maybe, we'll see if they disagree. But,
Oh, yeah.
I think you let some of these other ones play out, at least get through the summer.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, you can evaluate some senior film. I think a guy like Landon with the Quinn Ewers connection, I think you could offer him in November, December. If you
Night
want him.
before signing
I don't
day,
think you need to. I don't
probably.
think
Or
you
the
need to get
morning
in there
of.
now.
Yeah.
If he commits somewhere else.
Yeah.
you
I mean, if
just
he's
don't have
not,
to
if
worry
you're
about
not competing with Bama or Clemson to get the kid, I don't know why you would offer the kid. That's, probably cold or hard, but they didn't offer me either. I mean, you want to win championships, you don't offer buddies. You just don't do it. And is he one of the best receiving prospects in America? No. Is he good? Yes, he's really good. But they can get better than him, and I think you should get the best you can get in your class every year.
And we had a question about how many more wide receivers in this class. I think we kind of answered that. I think.
Well, Kirk had a good point. You got to keep taking them because
Yeah,
you're going
I
to
think
start
you-
losing them.
I
We
think
saw
you gotta take
Jamison
them.
walk out the door. We've seen Mookie Cooper walk out the door.
Spoiler alert: Garrett Wilson's not going to be on campus
Yeah.
for a 4th year.
Right, right. But I
Tell
mean,
everyone
who
that
get
right now, but-
does Julian Fleming come out this year, and Wilson and Olave are back? Smith and Jigba is going to be a star. We've heard great things about Marvin Harrison. Julian Fleming is sitting there at number 5 this year to start the year. Does he transfer? I mean, you have to look at this. I mean, these are guys that think they have NFL potential. These are guys that plan to play as freshmen. They don't sit 2, 3, 4 years. It doesn't work that way. So you have to be restocking that room. So if I could take a 4th this year with the way Heartline's recruiting and the quality he gets, take the 4th.
What is the story on Shamar Stewart?
Oh, man. Can we defer this question for 24, 36 hours? I want to see him. I want to see what's going on, and I want to watch him work. I want to hear what he has to say, and, if he's here like he's supposed to be,
Right.
that's a great first step,
Yeah.
and you go from there.
I'm definitely buying Shamar Stewart, the football player.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm selling Ohio State as the destination right now.
He's here,
But
if he's here.
let's see what the next few days bring. I would
Yeah.
be, given where this was at a couple months ago, I'd be very shocked to see it turn this way. But
We've been shocked.
I shouldn't be though, because we just talked
Yeah.
about this on our last podcast. How we shouldn't be shocked by any sudden changes this month because these kids haven't had a chance
Yeah.
to make any visits.
Yeah,
in a
they've
year,
been
so
locked
we should
down.
expect some wild stuff.
They've been locked down for a year. So these kids are anxious to get out. And the one thing I continually harp on that got lost in the past year is the success rate of Ohio State when they can just get kids here on campus. The hit rate is amazing. The late official visits, where people always say, oh, I hope it's 60 degrees. And no, it doesn't matter. It could be 20 below. Doesn't matter. Their hit rate, when they can just get them on campus, is huge. So, and you saw it last week with Gabe Harris. You know what I mean? Gabe Harris, I don't think, had decommitting from Florida State in his head when he walked into the Woody. He sure had it in his head when he left. So, get Shamar Stewart here, let Larry Johnson and Ryan Day work their magic, and you go from there.
All right, we good with board questions? All right, well, that'll do it for this morning. We will be back around lunchtime. We're going to do another one, maybe not live. We'll maybe just record that one and throw it up on YouTube, but just kind of a midday update. The plan also is to take that and we'll put that in the Buckeye Weekly podcast feed as a little bonus episode. We did that last week on the Morning Scoop podcast feed. Got great feedback on that, so we'll do that. Get to subscribe to Buckeye Weekly, which is never a bad thing. Get to hear Tony Girdham and I talk a couple times a week. We call it weekly. We do it more than once a week. We're not smart, but we do a lot of podcasts. So you can find that on all of your podcast platforms of choice. Just search Buckeye Weekly. And if you want to get all of our podcasts, just search Buckeye Scoop, and you'll find all of them. You can subscribe. Alex Gleitman's got a great one called ADEC. They do one called Gives in the Banks. It is fantastic. Great recruiting talk always. Lots of great stuff. Just search Buckeye Scoop on your podcast platform of choice. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button on this YouTube channel, youtube.com/Buckeye Scoop. Subscribe to that channel, then you get notified every time we post a new video. We're gonna be posting a lot of videos today. We've got a huge crew here. We've got the three of us, Kirk, who you saw earlier, Mick Walker's already inside. We have 5 people here today. I think there's gonna be some video content, some written content, probably some photos, probably some podcasts. It's gonna be a little bit of everything today. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to BuckeyeScoop.com, check that site out as well. Fantastic content there. Our Ask the Insiders board is gonna be blowing up all day with all of this stuff from today. So that'll do it for now, and we'll be back around lunchtime with another update. Thanks guys for joining us.